As the Kenyans wait for the BBI report to be unveiled to them, the political show might over the report seems to be getting tougher day by day. Church leaders led by the ACK Archbishop Jackson Ole Sapit, Canterbury Archbishop Justin Welby, and the Senate Speaker Kenneth Lusaka has called upon the political class to tone down the political temperatures.
BBI is a domestic Kenyan political and social project. It is not for foreigners to tell you what to do. What I pray for Kenya is for integrity and transparency in your politics.
So nobody in this country has the right to demean others or to tell others things that are not good. So we want to urge the political leaders of this country to tone any derogatory messages to each other, shun any abusive language.
I think it's too soon. We need to slow down on a lot of this politicking, but I think yesterday was a good show when all the leaders joined together to sensitize people on the BBI, because there's a need to build the country. There's need for us to be peaceful, because if we don't come together, then we continue dividing the country.
The ODM leader Raila Odinga and his lieutenants hit the road running, drumming up support for the BBI report, with the leaders fronting for an expanded executive with a powerful prime minister. According to Sapit and Kenneth Lusaka, BBI has been taken over by the political class, denied the common mwananchi an opportunity to read and understand.
Let it not be taken over just by the politicians and make it a political tool, but let it be a document that Kenyans will be able to discuss the great things that BBI has established. And I'm praying that the final document, when all the input has happened, now will lead us to a moment where we are going to sift and say what areas need legislation, which areas need policy, and which areas need constitutional change. But let Kenyans now have an opportunity to talk, and let all of us listen to one another in equal measure.
The governors serving their second term, led by Wycliffe Oparanya of Kakamega and Hassan Joho of Mombasa, have also joined the bandwagon by demanding for the formation of a regional government, a suggestion proposed by the ODM leader in the Bomas draft report. Nairobi County Women Representative Esther Passaris, who jetted back from India after a successful surgery, supported the comeback of the former provinces with a representative.
And there would be nothing wrong with having a third tier. Okay? When I first heard it, I thought it was about creating a position for somebody. But we are the voters, Indio. Yes. You're the ones who will decide. Yes. So when you have a governor, and you have 2-3 governors, right? And then you have an overall regional person, it is like the Council of Governors being broken down into regions. I don't see a problem with it. Lakini let's not recycle bad leaders, sindio? Kuna wengine ambao hawajafanya kazi, sindio? Wale ambao hawajafanya kazi, tafadhali wasitafute nafasi hapo juu. We don't have to stay in government to make a change and a difference.
According to the women rep, representatives of the regional government should be leaders of a transformative record.
You know, me, I'm a referee, like you have rightly said. I don't want to get into the intrigues of the BBI, because the document may eventually end up in Parliament for some legislation to be enacted into law. So
Raila Odinga so far traversed the counties of Kisii, Kakamega and Mombasa in their consultative BBI meetings, which has turned political, with the name calling pitting the allies of Deputy President William Ruto and those of President Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga. Reporting for Ebru TV, I'm Jeff Khaemba.